Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share messages that I get from Spirit and from all of our higher selves that are all on this journey to reunite with our twins. So this is for those who are in a soul-to-soul or twin flame relationship. And when I loaded the first video today, all my messages go from one to the next to the next, and they are all sort of come from all of our higher selves, and it is messages and signs from Spirit and signs from your twin. And so the video this morning I noticed was 1414. So it was the mirror. And I noticed that when I loaded it, and somebody has made a comment on the video. So I'm going to read letters 14 and 41 from the Divine Love Letter books. So these are all compiled messages that I channel for people's twins, either from their higher selves or their twins' higher self, or other future children or ancestors, or really any energy that they want guidance from. And so I'm going to read letters 14 and 41, the mirror. And so letters 14 is this: my darling, the love of my life, the life force that flows through me and makes me who I am, who I want to be, who I know I can be with you beside me. I want more than anything for us to be together, to share each other's lives, to share each other's bed, to wake up next to each other and see your face and your smile as the first and everything I see, every day for the rest of our lives together. You are the reason that we are here. You are the reason that my heart beats. My heart is only yours, and I feel you in my heart, see you in my mind, and desire you with every part of my mind, body, and soul. Okay. So just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And letter 41 is this: I am expressing how I really feel. I feel that you are me, so that everything that you feel, I feel. So when you are doubting and questioning my love for you and how I feel about you, it makes me sad, because I think, how can you not know this? I am telling you every second of every day how I feel about you. Our hearts beat for one another. We breathe for each other. I am in you, just as you are in me. Please know that everything will come together when our time is right, for our secrets to be unlocked from our hearts to share with the world. There is a time already planned for it, but it's a knowing in the heart, not a date and time. I love you. Okay. Okay, that's just so amazing. I'm going to at the end of these letters, I'm going to just tell a story. Well, not a story, some guidance that my granddad, who's just passed away, has given me, and from the other side, and it's very cool. So letter 14, and it's all about time. So letter 14: I absolutely love every cell of your beautiful divine body. I cannot wait for us to be lying with each other, touching each other, bathing together, taking care of each other, tenderly kissing each other, and loving each other with all the beauty, devotion, and tenderness that our love brings. It's out of this world. It's beyond exquisite. It's purely divine in every way. The warm feeling of being held in each other's arms, and the knowing that there's nowhere else we'd rather be, that in that moment the world around us could stop, because we are each other's world, each other's universe, each other's everything. There is nothing I want more than to be with you, all of you, every day, every second, for eternity. Okay, very cool. Again, just very, very, very cool. Okay, letter 41 from book 2. What don't I want to tell you? I want to divulge my deepest secrets with you. I want to be an open book with you and spill parts of my soul that only you will understand. Only you know what makes me tick, what makes me behave the way I do. You get me. You understand this crazy journey we've been on, and it's always coming back to each other. We are on a circle, going round and round until we meet in the middle. Concentric circles always coming back together. We never end. We just are always together. Where you are, I am. Where I am, you are. We are each other's stories. That is what I love you most for. That you get my story. And you are my final chapter. I love you. Madly, crazily, deeply. Okay, notice that talked about round and round in circles, and exactly what a clock does, goes round and round in circles. So, last book, letter 14. There's a bell ringing in my heart, and just like a church bell, when it chimes, the sound is getting louder and louder. It tingles in my soul, reverberates through my being, and it rings out your name. I just don't know how all of us is going to happen, and how I'm going to make it happen. I know that in my heart of hearts I want you. I want to be able to love you with no barriers, with no fears. I don't want to hold any of me back. I want to be 100% there for you, for us to share our beautiful love and hearts with each other, to be in peace, love and harmony. Okay, to be in peace, love and harmony. Okay, and finally, letter 41 from book 3. You know that I'm here in your heart. Our hearts and our souls are entwined together, and I can feel the pull of our spirit merging. You have to know that we are already together. The more you place your hands on your heart and just feel me there, the more you will allow our union to come in. It's all about the heart. It's the only way to make this happen. There's no greater call to our hearts than to place your hands on your heart. Call me to you and feel me there. Then you know the rest will fall into place. You can't hurry love. Okay. So, just gorgeous messages to say, know that I'm always there with you. Know that I'm always right by your side. And my granddad has just recently passed away. I'm sure that you know if you've been following my messages. But what he showed me today was about, he said that he's on the, I was very fortunate and was able to spend a lot of time with him before he died. And we had a lot of sort of spiritual conversations. And he was, because he was also quite open-minded, amazingly. He was 98, but he was quite open-minded and knew the sort of work, bits of the work that I did, and was very interested in finding out about Reiki. And also I was talking to him about my belief about what happens after you die and what I'd seen in people's healings and what I see in doing future life. I also do past life regression, but also future life regression. And so he was very inquisitive about it. And so we talked a lot about that before he died. And what he said to me today when I was walking, he said, you're totally right. And he was a clockmaker. And so he was very scientific. And he made every single piece of his clocks, even the cogs. He was an engineer. And so he said to me, everything that you said was entirely right. And my whole life I was trying to get a scientific reason behind things and an engineering reason behind things. And he said to me today, he was like, actually, there is no, what did he say? He said, there is no formula. There is no formula for this life. There's no formula for love. It just is. And he said, I'm in the review of my life. And he described it like a kaleidoscope. And you know when you go to a kaleidoscope, if you click it, then it changes the image and changes all of the images around. And so basically he said that's what happens when you review your life and he's been taken through the key points in his life or key decisions. And then it's like, if he'd made a different decision, what would that look like? And the kaleidoscope changes and shows that. And so it's like, he said that it's just like constant kaleidoscope images of the decision points in your life and what that could have been different based on your soul path and what you're here to learn. And he said the thing about time is and he said to me, I've reviewed my life, and I was alive for 98 years, and I review it in an instant. And so he said there is no time. And so that's why, which is just so beautiful, because it does really give you comfort in knowing. And he's like, you know, you have nothing to worry about, basically. It's all happening. It's all happening just as you've written, just as we discussed, just as is in your books, because I showed him some of the books that I do. And yeah, it was just an amazing thing. So trust that you are on your path. Trust that you are, if you're reading this message or getting this message, this was a message for you from your twin, from your guides, from your support team, to say it's all going on, it's all happening, and you just have to trust. You have to trust in the journey, because this 3D is just a kaleidoscope. It's just one kaleidoscope image of many, many, many dimensions. And so trust, because the more that you put yourself on your highest paths, the more you will make it happen. All right, well, I hope that helps. If you want to have a healing, a reading, or a channeled letter, please do, because I'd be very happy to help anyone I can. All right, take care. I hope that helps. Bye for now. See ya.